Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another night flight in the PMDG Boeing 737-800, the Southwest livery, of course. And today we're going to be flying from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. Estimated flight time today is going to be around 41 minutes, and we'll be cruising at 29,000 feet. The aircraft is currently in a turnaround state with the AP running, and passengers are being loaded as we speak. Passengers are invisible, but they are definitely being loaded in. They do have masks, they're just invisible. And then this is Flight Simulator X, if you're wondering. So 41 minutes today, approximately. It's saying we're not going to reach our cruise altitude. We're going to have about a 38 knot tailwind, but we'll see what'll happen. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump back in the cockpit. And let's go ahead and get some lights. Lights on, lights. Can't see anything here. Let's get the main panel lighting on. We'll get the first officer's side lighting on as well. There we go. We'll go up to the overhead panel and we'll do the same. Get the panel lighting on here. And we should have the left aft fuel pump running and the strobe light, or the position lights are on. Perfect. And we are currently running off the APU. And we have the forward entry, the forward cargo, and the aft cargo currently open because we are being loaded at the moment. So, yeah. Let's come down here to the radio stack, and we don't need any floodlights, but we'll just get the panel lighting on bright. There we go. That's good. We actually, we could get some background lighting. Maybe just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. A little bit of background lighting. We don't want to ruin our night vision. We have too much white light in the cockpit. You basically will ruin your vision outside. Won't be able to see as much. Although in the simulator, it's probably not a big deal. Anyway, all right. So we're going to come down here to the FMC because really the FMC is fuel and payload. Everything is done through the FMC on the PMDG 737 and actually all PMDG aircraft. So we're going to go fuel and today, you know what? Let's go ahead and get our zero fuel weight in. Payload. Zero fuel weight is 129,000 pounds today, so 129. So 128.9. For some reason, it always rounds the nearest. What is that? 10 pounds. 0.1. I don't know why. Or 100 pounds. Yeah. I have no idea why. But it does. So we're at 128,900. That's as close as I get to 129,000 pounds, which gives us 140 passengers. And let's go ahead and get the fuel in. We're at 12,800 pounds of fuel. So that means that we have 6,400 pounds on each side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go 6,500 on the left, since we're going to be burning fuel from the left wing, or the APU is going to be burning fuel from the left wing. And then we're going to go 6,400 on tank 2, and center tank is going to go 0, which gives us 12,899 pounds, or 12,900 pounds. So currently gross weight is 141,800 pounds, 141.8. So fuel and payload is loaded, and then we're going to verify that the aircraft model on the ident page is a 737-800 with winglets. We have winglets. And we have 26,000 pound thrust. The AirAct nav data is 1901, which I just updated the nav data, which is good from January 3rd to January 30th, 2019. So nav data is current. That allows us to navigate through the sky with current, maps, which is all built in. And we're going to go ahead and set our origin airport, which is LAX. And it's not going to take the gate, so we're going to disregard that. Origins LAX. We're going to expect runway 24 left for departure today because we are at the North Complex and departures out of LAX are runway 24 left. 24 right is for arrivals. Destination today is going to be Las Vegas. We're basically just flying back from the last flight we did. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. If I fly somewhere, then the next flight will be flying back to that destination or flying back to where we came from. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. That should be kind of interesting. So Southwest 2282 is our call sign today, which is a actual real flight from LAX, which was about a couple hours ago they took off. So southwest 2282. Perfect. Alright, so our departure today is going to be the Chatty... No, actually, it's going to be the... Where is it at? Orca 2. It should be the Orca 3. I don't know why it's... hasn't updated that. But we'll verify the legs and make sure that it is consistent with the chart in front of us. As long as it is, then I don't care what they call it. And it's going to be runway 24 left today. And Meissen transition. And the arrival, we'll go ahead and go to the route here. So Orca 2 Meissen transition to Meissen, because that's where we're going. And then the arrival into LAX into Las Vegas is going to be the... Where is it here? Capex 6 arrival. Capex 6 arrival, Meissen transition. Well, it just looks like, just based on what the winds are in Las Vegas, winds are coming from current METAR saying 010 at 9 knots, so we're probably going to get runway 01 left or 01 right, but I think that they're still landing 26 left and right. So we're going to say VOR for, where is it, VOR runway 26 left. You know what? Actually, I'm not even going to input an approach, an instrument approach. I'm just going to keep it blank. So, yeah, we're just going to keep that blank because that might just change on us. Capex 6. And the route. Activate. Execute. Perfect. And now we're going to look at the legs because the departure procedure out of LAX here is the Orca 3. And it should be, if we look closely here, Orca 3 departure. Oh. Orca 3. So we're going to take off, and basically we're going to fly heading F251 until Delray, at or below 3,000 feet until Delray, because you have a VFR corridor here, which goes up to Santa Monica. And then we're going to make a left turn for separation and eventually come around and go direct Clipper at 10,000, at or above 10,000. So we have Delray at or below 3,000, Clipper at or above 10,000, Kegs, which I don't think, is Kegs on there? Yes, it is. 13,000 at flight level 19 and it looks like the headings are correct, the altitudes are correct. Coop at or above 15,000. Then we got Orca. Then we have Navy, and then Meissen. Orca, Navy, and Meissen, and those headings are also correct. Meissen at or above flight level 240. And then for the arrival procedure, we have Skiber, Capec, Ipumi, Nipso, Sunst. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and verify the arrival procedure as well. Where is it? Done. Did I not download it? I must have not downloaded it. Oh, I didn't download it. Looks like I'm going to have to do that. Okay. Let's see here. The Capec 6 arrival. Let's download that. Alright, so we have Meissen at flight level 240. Yes, and then we have Clar. We have to be 250 knots at Clar and 13,000 feet. So we have to be at exactly 250 knots speed and 13,000 altitude. And Skiber, then Capec at 13,000. Then Ipumi at 11,000 feet and 230 knots. Then at Nipso, 9,000. Then Sunst, 210 knots, 8,000 feet. Kimi, 210 knots, 8,000. Chips, 210 knots. Okay, and that's basically... And then they're probably going to go to Boulder City. If we do end up landing 26 left or 26, well, it'll be 26 left. And Boulder City will be the initial approach fix. And we're going to execute the VOR approach into Las Vegas, runway 26 left VOR approach. The minimums are above that, so we should be okay for that. Now that should be good. And that's basically it. So initial reference, zero fuel weight we said was 128,900 pounds. Our reserves today are 7,700 pounds of fuel. Probably going to be less than that, but we'll put 7.7. We always end up eating more fuel, a little more fuel than maybe like 1,000 pounds more. I don't know why. but it's probably just shitty flying on my part. Who knows? And then we have a cost index of 100. And our plan today is 12.8 for departure. And we're going to be at flight level 290. And the winds reported at 233 at 039er / 039. And the outside air temperature at our top of climb is minus 39, which gives us a 3-degree deviation from standard atmosphere. So it's about 3 degrees warmer than standard atmosphere. That's something that you would have to read on, because I'm not going to explain what that means right now. We're going to execute that. Transition altitude's flight level 180. N1 limit, we're going to derate. We'll just do a 24,000 pound derate. So N1 is 93.8. We'll do a flaps 5 takeoff, because we got about 12,000 feet of runway here. And V1 is 136, VR is 137, and V2 is 146 knots. These are our takeoff speeds, and our center of gravity is 23.7% of mean aerodynamic chord, which gives us a trim of 5.10. So we're going to go ahead and set 5.10 here. So that's 5. And we're just going to kind of estimate we're 5.10, because that's 6. Yeah, that's about 5.10. So we have 136, 137, 146 respectively, and if we look here, it looks like the V-speeds are populated on the speed tape, so we're good there. Now obviously the altimeter needs to be set because it says we're minus 140 feet below sea level. LAX is 128 feet above sea level, so anyway. And that's it for the FMC. Well, let's go down here to the radio stack, and we're going to go ahead and set up the frequencies. So we are going to be flying on the first officer's side today. I just like flying from the right seat. I don't know why, but I do. And we're going to be using VHF 1. So we're going to get the mics on there. 120.35. And ground is
1700 mic off, and tower runway 16 right.
Clear land 16 right, TBM 900 mic golf.
12175 is ground.
Southwest 1883, expected turn here in a couple seconds.
Alright, so we got 12035, it's clearance delivery, and then standby is 12175. And we got 1200 set for the transponder for now. And that's
Southwest
basically
1883,
it.
flighting 220 is on a localizer.
Okay, so what we're going to do at this point is do our pre-flight checklist. So pre-flight, oxygen is tested. Let's test the captain's side. That's good, and we'll test the first officer side. Instrument transfer switches are in the normal position. Everything is good there. Window heats are on. Up here, pressurization. Oh, we're going to have to set our pressurization. We haven't done that yet. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do the overhead panel here. So left side's good. That's good. That's good. APU, running APU. Arm the emergency exit lights. And then let's get the fasten seatbelt signs on. Wipers are parked. Windshield wipers. Window heats are on. Probe heats off. Anti-ice is off. For now, well,
Southwest 1883, cleared ILS runway 20.
We may need the anti-ice, but we'll see here. Well, the true air temperature is above 10 degrees Celsius, so we don't need anti-ice, and there is a little bit of moisture in the air. Oh, we'll see. Well, we should be fine though. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. Engine hydraulic pumps on. We have the entries still open. Forward entry, forward cargo. We have cargo. So let's go ahead and close those. FS actions, doors. Let's make sure we got the parking brake set. Set the parking brake. Ground connections. We'll remove the chocks, and then we'll also close the doors. We're going to close the left entry, close the cargo forward and aft, close all those. Yeah, and we see the doors are closed, so the aircraft is... It's all good. Usually you'll have somebody to verify, I'm sure. But we are all closed here. And if we look at the top here, we should have no orange lights for the doors, so that's good. Pressurization is 0, since the cabin is unpressurized at the moment. We do have a dual bleed because we have both engine and APU bleeds running. Isolation valve should be open. Packs are on for now, and we'll get them off before engine start. Let's set the cruise altitude of 290, 29,000 feet, and landing altitude at McCarran Las Vegas McCarran should be, is it 2,180 feet?
John Wayne Tower 126.8.
With you entering airspace.
2181.
West, inbound for
Ah, it was
landing.
close. I still remember it. 21.
40042
21,
West
2200.
Just for
We
information,
always round
currently
up.
violation Delta airspace. When you called up, you were actually inside the airspace. Remember, you're not supposed to call up.
Okay.
You're not supposed to enter the Delta airspace until after I
We're going
say
to
your
mute this
call
guy
sign.
for now
Let's
because I
establish some
can't
clear
hear
communication,
myself.
Understand?
So let's mute him. Let's do the check. Let's
Yes,
finish.
it's 0.
042. Enter or left base runway 35.
Should have muted him.
Clear to land.
Oh, whatever.
Left base 35, clear to land. Cherokee 042.
Shouldn't be able to hear him when we mute the mics here, but that's fine.
John Wayne Tower, South.
Okay, so we said pressurization set, flight instruments are set.
Right.
Not really.
House
Let's go ahead and set the initial heading of
251.
251. So let's set to 251
Two
on
zero
the
right.
initial heading.
1883.
So we'll bug that. And top altitude is 10,000, but we're going to set 3,000. Now, actually, you know what? We will set one. Or actually, top altitude flight level 230. So we're just going to set the top altitude. 23,000 feet is the top altitude. And it is, yeah. We'll arm the auto throttle. We'll get the right flight director on first, and then the left one, and then we'll also arm the LNAV. And we're going to go ahead and set V2, which is 142 knots, we said. I should have wrote it down. .146. V2 is 146, so we're going to go 156, V2 plus 10. And that's actually it for the MCP here, the glare shield. And we'll get the VORs on, actually, because we'll probably do the VOR approach. We'll just get them on now just to get us prepared. And then we're going to go ahead and get the... Well, the pre-flight checklist is complete. Engine start levers are cut off.
Van Nuys Tower, TBM 9 Mike Golf.
Hydraulic fluid is good. And let's go ahead and check the engine page. We have oil quantity of 100% on each side. Flaps are up. Speed brakes down.
Oh my God,
Throttles are cut.
Procedure as published.
And that's good. So, pretty good.
Roger, execute the published list for TBM 9 Mike Golf.
All right,
118 contact. SoCal approach 135.4.
let's go ahead and get the ATIS.
135.4 for TBM 9 Mike Golf.
Normal Golf negative. Different aircraft. Pay close attention to your call sign.
ATIS player, Los Angeles. So let's get the weather for LAX.
Airports. Departing runway 24 left. 25
Put in
right.
118.
Read back all
SoCal approach
runway
Ontario
assignments
altimeter
and hold short
3019.
instructions. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Operate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Advise on initial contact you have Foxtrot. Los Angeles International Airport information Foxtrot. 0153 Zulu. Wind, 340 at 3. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,800. Few clouds at 3,600. 20,000 scattered. Temperature 15. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3020. Simultaneous instrument approaches are in progress to runway 24 right 25 left, or a vector for a visual approach will be provided. Simultaneous.
All right, we have 3020. For whatever reason, she never completes the whole readout of the weather. So that's basically every hour there is a new weather, as we call that the ATIS, Automatic Terminal Information System, and it'll give you an hourly weather report, and then we get our altimeter setting. And as you see, we set 3020,
right,
and now it says we are about 130 feet above sea level, which is what we are actually at. So we know the altimeter setting is correct.
Taxi ramp.
And we can check the standby altimeter here, and that also says 3020. So
Terminal via
good.
Alpha Monitor Ground.
And we have information Foxtrot. So we can go ahead and call up clearance delivery here and get our clearance. It's going to read that back and tell us what we need to do. Los Angeles clearance delivery, good evening, Southwest 2282 IFR to Las Vegas, and we have information Foxtrot.
That's 2282, like clearance cleared to Las Vegas Airport, Orchid 3 departure, Mazda transition as filed. Climb by set except maintain 5000, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 5235.
Clear to Las Vegas, McCarran International, Orca 3 departure, Mice in transition, then is filed. Climb via SID, accept, maintain 5,000, 125.2, squawk 5235, Southwest 2282.
South 2242, correction 2282, you're back correct.
Okay. So we got 5235, so we're going to set 52. We're going to also get the transponder to the on
134.2
position.
for TBM Niner Mike Golf.
5235, 52. And that's the transponder. So that's a unique code that we're going to get so that the air traffic controllers can see us and know exactly who we are. We're going to climb via SID, accept, maintain 5,000. And I should actually have known that. So 5,000 feet. We're just going to bug 5,000.
Let's ground Cherokee 40042, Bravo 4, request taxi, Golden State FBO.
Alright, we have 5,000 feet. 1252 is the departure frequency. Perfect. And that's it. So we've got our clearance, so we're going to do the B4 start checklist. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Fuel pumps are all going to come on. We'll just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do the overhead panel here.
729 Mike
we
Golf.
have low pressure there because we've got the
departure,
electric
contact.
hydraulic pumps off and the engine-driven pumps are
flight
off.
heading 300,
And the drive
vectors to
lights
final.
are disconnected or
Maintain
illuminated.
4,000. Safe approach request.
Let's go ahead and get the pitot heats on. Electric hydraulic pumps can come on. We're just going to get them on. And that's basically it. We're going to get the anti-collision light on because the engines, we're about to start engines.
9 Mike Golf, roger. Clear direct Silex, cross Silex 4,000.
And we'll go ahead and get the logo
Charlie
light
approach,
and the
expect
wing
circle runway
on.
16 right.
So that should be, yeah, well, you can see we got the logo light on.
9 Mike Golf,
We
Silex,
can see
and
that
above
beautiful
4,000.
tail. Okay. And that's basically it. Passenger signs are on, windows are locked, MCP set, takeoff speed set, pre-flight. Rudder and aileron trim should be 0, 0, and 0. There we go. There we are. Taxi and takeoff briefing. So basically, for emergency purposes, if we're rolling down the runway at 80 knots, we'll cross-check the airspeed indicators and make sure that they're consistent with each other on both sides. Anything below V1, tire blows out, engine failure, engine fire, any emergency, we will abort. And anything at or above V1, we have to continue. We'll climb at V2 plus 10, 156 knots till about 1,000 feet. And then we'll go ahead and accelerate and climb to minimum safe altitude, come back around and land. And that's basically it for the taxi and the takeoff briefing. Anti-collision lights are on, so before start checklist is complete. We're going to go ahead and push back. We're going to push back. Looks like we're going to just push back straight. We can't turn to the left because we're going to run into the terminal there. So we'll just push back straight. And it says we're using our reserve fuel, whatever. Alright. Menu, FS actions, push back. We'll go straight line 180 feet is fine. And start.
And ground, cockpit. Go ahead, Captain. We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please parking brake, please.
Oh, wrong one. Okay.
Parking brake is off, clear to push.
Parking brake's off.
Brakes off, here we go.
And one more thing here. We're at 256 on both of the navigational displays. We'll check the compass here. Let's get the compass light on so we can see it. I always like to do that. Is check and see that we are indicating about 256. Yep. So the navigational displays are in agreement with the compass. Compass never usually fails. So it's always good to use those old school, verify techniques. Verify our instruments. Okay, I hope we don't run into the building. Now we should be fine. Yeah, that's it. Good. Alright. I'd say the push is complete. Let's set the...
Brakes are set and pressure's normal.
Okay, sir, Tilmore is
Alright,
on.
engine page is on, so we can monitor engine start. Why are the parking brakes disengaging?
We will be watching.
Whatever.
Number 9 Mike Golf.
Right, we'll just keep our feet on the brakes.
Heading of 30.
Okay, we're gonna get the
and, what's
packs
the reason
off.
for not being able to go direct to Silex?
Packs are off for engine start, so we have enough bleed air to start. We're going to use the left igniter. We'll go ahead and start the right engine first, engine number 2, and we'll monitor the start 2 minutes. So we're looking for hot and hung starts. Looking at
Oh my
N2
God, I
initially.
understand that. It's in maintain 4,000.
So let's go ahead and engine number 2 to ground.
What's the reason why aren't you
Start
able to
valve
go
is
direct?
open. We have oil pressure. We have N2 rotation. We're looking for 20% or greater, 20 to 25%. 20% we can actually introduce fuel. Let's go ahead and introduce fuel. All right.
But I might go
And we have
maintain
N1 rotation,
4,000.
we have oil pressure increasing, some oil temperature, EGTs rising normally, and at 56% we'll have starter cutoff, 56% of N2. So at 56% here. So it looks like we're at, what is that, Echo 7 there. Alright, that was starter cutoff. We'll wait for engine number 2 to stabilize, and then we're going to go ahead and start engine number 1. We're going to go ahead and set the auto brakes to RTO as well. Alright, so engine number 2 is stabilized. We'll go ahead and start engine number 1. Engine number 1 to ground. And we'll time that. Start valve open. We have N2 rotation. We have some N1 rotation. Oil pressure increasing. And at 20% we'll introduce fuel. And there we go. We've introduced the fuel. We should have a light off, VGT, which is the exhaust gas temperature. As that goes up, we know that something is burning. And we don't want it to go anywhere near that red little dash there. And we have N1, we have oil pressure, oil temperature. N1 is increasing normally.
Brenner might go off flight heading 060 to local.
That's the big fan in the front of the engine there. That big fan right there. That's what we're looking for as well. And at 56%, we'll hear a click. There's the click. That's starter cutoff. Okay, engines are good. We can blank the engine page. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and check generator 1 is supplying 115 volts. Generator 2 is good on both engines, so we're going to go ahead and switch to the engine-driven generators. We can kill the APU. We don't need that anymore. We'll get the taxi lights on. We're going to get the packs on. Isolation valve goes to auto. APU bleed can come off. Engine start switches can go to continuous, and that's it for the overhead panel. And then we're going to go ahead and do a flight control check. Up, down, left, up, down, right rudder, and left rudder. And we're going to go ahead and set flaps 5. Don't want to forget flaps. Now, and let's go ahead and do the before taxi checklist. You can do a lot of things from memory, but you always use a checklist just to verify. Generators are on, probe heats are on, anti-ice is off.
LDA. Charlie.
Isolation valves are auto. Engine start switch is continuous. Recall we're going to check. Auto brakes RTO. Engine start levers idle. Flight controls are checked. And ground equipment's clear. And we have flaps 5 indicating. And flaps 5 should be set on the overhead there panel. There we go. There's the flaps there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and be visible for the tower, so the tower can see us. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the airport diagram here, so we can kind of figure out where we're at. We kind of know where we are at. We're at the North Complex here. So we're at Delta 7. We're basically at Delta 7 there. And we have Foxtrot. Let's go ahead and switch to ground, and we're going to go ahead and put Tower 133.9er in the standby. 133.9er. Okay. Los Angeles ground, Southwest 2282 is at Delta 7, ready for taxi, and we have Foxtrot.
Plus 2282 LA ground, 24 left, taxi via Echo Victor.
Wait, 24 left, taxi via Echo Victor, Southwest 2282. Okay, he wants me to go Echo Victor. Okay, we'll go to Echo, and then he wants me to go Victor. I don't have Victor here. Okay, there's I don't see Victor. But that's fine. We're gonna go full length, it doesn't even matter. You know, my scenery is really bad, so, or it's old, not really bad. You know, this simulator was made in like 2006, so what is that, 13 years?
I told you contact town.
Okay, left's clear, right's clear. Let's go ahead and
A nice tower, TBM 9 Mike Golf on the LD.
Victor is right here.
Looking for 16 left, please.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. Why do I not see Victor on the chart here?
November 729 Mike Golf.
That's crazy.
Nice tower.
That is Victor. Okay,
Circle
well,
west of field for a
and that is
down
full
runway
length.
16 left.
That's crazy. Okay, whatever.
Circle left V for a left downwind, clear to land 16 left for TBM 9 Mike Golf.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and switch to tower. We have the center instrument departure open here, so we can basically fly the departure here. Let's go ahead and contact tower, and we're gonna take off from the left side. So, and let's go ahead and open up the Orica 3.
November 350 Kilo Tango.
We're gonna get the landing lights on, entering the runway.
Sacramento.
We're gonna go ahead and set 125.2 as a departure frequency, because that is our departure frequency today. 1252 set.
250 Kilo Tango, bank clearance cleared Sacramento Airport. Rose 2 departure, Castro transition as filed. Maintain 4000, expect flight level 2805 inside the departure. Departure on the 134.2, squawk 3502.
And we'll wait for him to read his clearance back to him, and then we'll contact the tower. And we can blink the... There we go. Perfect. And Los Angeles Tower, good evening. Southwest 2282, holding short of runway 24 left at Victor, ready for departure.
Southwest 2282, Mother Tower on 2 bar left, clear for takeoff.
We have a takeoff runway 24 left, Southwest 2282. And we're going to be going RNAV to Del Rey, which is what he was supposed to tell me, but they've been disregarding saying things in the interest of time, I guess, for themselves, these controllers. But that's okay. Alright, so before takeoff we've got flaps set. Stabilizer trim is set 5.1 units. Right is clear. Nobody's down the runway. We're going to go ahead and get the landing lights on. Lights, camera, action. There we go. And strobe lights on, engine start switches are continuous, and we're going to go ahead and start the clock. Clock started. We'll go to 40% of thrust, make sure both engines are stabilized, and
Back.
toga. And 93.8%. Okay, power's set. 93.8. Airspeed's alive 2 times. 80 knots.
Any stations radio check over?
Loud and clear.
Okay, we'll release that forward pressure. V1, rotate. V2. And about 15 degrees there. And positive rate of climb, gear up. That's my favorite view right there, if you haven't noticed. Okay, so we're going to fly 251, and we're not to exceed 5,000 feet. You know, we're going to get the auto throttle off at this point, and we're just going to manually fly this thing. Until Del Rey. Alright, we're going to go flaps 1. And we're just gonna set climb thrust here. If I can, there we go. There's a view of the ocean. There's Santa Monica over there, and Malibu, and all that, but it's pretty shitty in Flight Simulator X. You really can't see that stuff. Okay, and we're gonna go flaps up.
Southwest 2282 on departure.
Departure, Southwest 2282. Alright, we'll get the gear in the off position there. Alright, there's 3,000 feet. SoCal departure, good evening, Southwest 2282, climbing through 3,300 via the Orica 3 departure, except maintain 5,000 feet.
Southwest 2282, SoCal departure, radar contact.
Alright, so we're going to maintain 5,000 feet until he tells us to continue to climb. And maintain 251 on the course until he tells us to turn. Because he has to give us basically radar vectors to Clipper. Okay, well, we're coming up on 5,000, and we'll do the after takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds, packs, landing gears up and off, flaps are up. And that's all good. And we're coming up on 4,900 feet. And we're going to go ahead and start lowering the nose. And we're going to start pulling the power back because we're at 250 knots here. So he's going to have to... I hope he's going to give us a continuation of climbing here.
Well, 250 Kilo Tango Bank clearance. I just gave you a clearance. Did you not hear that?
We're just waiting for him to turn us and to give us higher.
No problem. Go to Sacramento Airport. Earls 2 departure. Castaway transition as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect flight level 280, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 3502.
There we go, no autopilot. Hands off. Auto brakes can come off as well. Gears up and off, flaps are up. Alright, there's 250. Alright, I'm going to call him up and remind him, hey, we're still at 5,000 feet here.
15118, contact circle approach on 119.6.
19.6. He's busy.
18.
And SoCal approach Southwest 2282 is level 5,000.
Plus 2282. SoCal departure radar, contact climb via SID.
Okay, climb via SID, Southwest 2282. He's getting mad at me. Well, you told me climb via SID except maintain 5,000.
Bonanza 1518 checking in 90,000.
So that's what I'm doing.
Center, Mike Golf. Taxi ramp by Bravo.
He's got an attitude on him, doesn't he? He told me to maintain 5,000 feet, and that's what I did.
SoCal approach, Bonanza 1518
We're going to set 10,000 here, even though we're just hand flying her.
Bonanza 15118, SoCal approach. Lower altimeter 3019er, advise shadow weather at ground.
3019er, Wilco 18.
Okay, well, anyway. So we're going to climb to 10,000 feet. Well, we're going to continue to climb. We've got to be at or above 10,000 at Clipper, so we're going to continue to climb even past Clipper. Because this is basically what it looks like here. And we are going this way, and we have to turn to Clipper, which is at or above 10,000 feet. And past the...
2282, come up to right Clipper, resume the departure, climb via SID.
Okay. Left direct clipper, resume the departure. Climb by said Southwest 2282. Thanks. Alright, so now he's going to tell us to go left direct clipper. About damn time. Legs, clipper.
We're not my Gulfy pass.
Thank you.
Affirm.
Okay, there's 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and we're going to get the outboard landing lights off. Taxi lights and just start switches
we
can
have
come off as
information
well.
golf at Brownfield requesting the BOR approach.
118, roger, expect that.
Just like that, 118.
Zero Kilo Tango Squawk 3502. Zero Kilo Tango, read back correct. Southwest 2282, contact relay center 133.2.
133.2, Southwest 2282.
Bonanza 118, send a file discretion, maintain 5000.
Los Angeles Center, good evening, Southwest 2282, climbing through 12,900 via the Orca through departure.
Southwest 2282, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 290, clear direct Meissen.
Okay, climb maintain flight level 290 and clear direct Meissen, Southwest 2282. Okay, so we've been cleared to 29,000 feet, and we've also been cleared to go direct to Meissen, which is our transition. So we're gonna go ahead and he wants me to go direct Meissen. Fine. He's like really, I don't know. It's like he's lazy or something. He doesn't want to. Who knows? All right, so it's gonna go Command A. We have LNAV and auto throttles. We're gonna go. Oh no, that's too fast. 280 knots. And we'll level change. And we have traffic to the right there. An F-18. Yeah, right. Wow, he's hauling ass. Or she. Okay, so we're 141 nautical miles from Meissen. Wow. Probably doing like 500 plus knots. Okay, so passing through 18,000 feet or flight level 180, we're going to reset our altimeters to 29902. And we'll just make sure that the cabin is pressurizing normally. See, now, the other day, the cabin was not in a climb, and it should have been. It was just, the needle was just straight. So something was bugged. It was kind of weird. But, anyway. He's busy playing switch him, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, he's just telling me to go direct to. It's like he's trying to give me shortcuts. Oh, anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set standard 2992, passing through 18,000 feet.
Los Angeles Center, Gulfstream number 313.
And then he got mad at me because I called him up again.
313 November, Los Angeles.
Because he's like he's sending me off into the sunset. I'm like going straight ahead. I'm at 5,000 feet, burn fuel,
5,000, cleared BOR
and I should be climbing. And it's like, hello, help me out here. See, there's LAX. That's where we took off from. That's the runway right there. One to the right. And then we've only been flying for 10 minutes, so. We have a 26 knot tailwind. So our ground speed's higher than our true air speed. We're doing 405 knots over the ground right now. yeah, that's basically it. Anyway.
Number 22088, clear to the Chino Airport. After departure, turn left heading 110. Radar vectors, Victor 186, and then as filed, maintain 4,000. Expect 5,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 27.
My views. There's the LA Basin right there. We're coming over it. That's downtown LA, right at the nose, the tip of the nose. You can kind of see downtown LA, or what, you know, it's as good as it's going to get here in Flight Simulator X. So we're going direct to Meissen. And Meissen is the transition here, and then basically that's the end of the departure procedure. And then we're going to start our arrival, which is going to be the Capex 6 arrival. And he's probably controlling Las Vegas as well, and he's going to give me an attitude, but that's okay. Capex 6 here from Meissen, and we have to be at 24,000 feet basically. So that's basically what we're going to do. And we're at 9,600 pounds of fuel, which is actually, we're doing pretty good. But, I mean, for fuel planning purposes, when they tell you to go direct, you really can't, you know, say, hey, when I'm over here, I should have this much fuel. Well, now he told me to go direct, and we're burning evenly for the most part.
Los Angeles Center, good evening. Challenger number 427 Romeo. We're currently about 5 miles west of Daggett, 900,300, request flight following.
Challenger 427 Romeo, Los Angeles Center, squawk 5243.
Squawk 5243, Challenger 27 Romeo.
Alright, so if we look at our progress page, it says we're going to have 8,200 pounds of fuel at Meissen. And if we look at our flight plan here, it says at Meissen 8,900, so we're going to be 700 pounds short, is what it's saying. Which means that we'll have 7,000 pounds of fuel as a reserve, but I think...
Challenger 27 Romeo, our destination would be Santa Monica.
It's probably going to change. Alright, we have about 2,000 or 1,800 feet to go to 29,000 feet. And the cabin is still in a climb, and pressurization looks good there. So. Okay. That's basically it, you know, flying, you know, this jet is flown with 2 pilots, so, you know, they're mostly twiddling their thumbs, but when you're single pilot, there's a little more work to do. There's a lot of automation, as you can see, and, you know, it's not hard to learn. You know, the thing with jets is they're very clean. You can't slow them down, and you'll end up, you know, going too, you know, over speeding, and you have to manage your descent. So yeah, sure, there's definitely some work, some proficiency that needs to, you know, practice and things like that. And Mach number of 0.75. I don't think we're gonna do Mach 0.75. We'll do 0.74. All right. Well, we are level at 29,000 feet. We have 93 miles to go to Meissen. We're crossing over the... Well, what are these mountains here? Well, Mount Baldy is over there. Cucamonga Peak, it's not going to be easy to see. But that's the Inland Empire there, San Bernardino County, and The Cajon Pass is over there somewhere. And now you got the high desert.
Or 350 Kilo Tango Burbank ground runway 15 taxi via Bravo.
That's basically it. So I've been flying for about 16 minutes now. While we're just sitting here. The winds are still coming from 010 out of... oh, I got 6 viewers now. Wow. Oh, that's nice. Welcome aboard. I'm planning on either shooting the VOR Alpha or the VOR for runway 26 left, whichever runway they assign us. I want to shoot the VOR approach.
Back 088, safe
just because it's been a long time since I've done a VOR approach in this airplane. So, and we'll ask what runway to expect once we get lowered.
22,
Once we get closer.
Runway 16 left taxi
Or once
via Bravo Charlie.
we contact Las Vegas approach, then we'll ask for the runway assignment. But let's go ahead and take a look here and see what runways are being used. If we look at the current METAR, which is 0256 Zulu, this is the current one now. Information Mike says departing runway 19 left, 19 right, 26 right, and ILS 26 left approach and use. So it looks like we're going to get we'll probably get 26 left. And we'll request it, and it'll give us a right quartering crosswind, but I think the winds are only like 9 or 10 knots right now. So if we let's see what the winds are. Winds are 10 at 8 knots. So yeah, it's not much. Overcast at 2,700 feet. So it's gonna be no looking out the window for quite a while there. It's gonna be overcast. We're gonna be in the soup. And if we execute the VOR
Trim 13 November 10 via the
left,
2 arrival, Los Angeles altimeter 3019.
straight in is 2,720 feet.
3019.
Oh, well, actually, that's above the minimum zone. We're probably not going to be able to do the VOR approach then. And it's probably going to have to be the ILS approach. Because the minimum we can descend to is 2,700 feet, and it's currently overcast at, we said 2,700 feet. So, yeah, that's cutting it close. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do that. We'll probably just shoot the ILS then. So we'll download the ILS just in case, because I don't think those are going to get any better.
Southwest 2282, send via the CAPEX 6 arrival, Las Vegas altimeter 3028.
Okay, we'll send via the CAPEX 6 and 3028, Southwest 2282. Okay, so we said 3028, and he wants me to send via the arrival. It's
27 Romeo, contact
right
Joshua
now.
approach 126.1.
Order Joshua approach 126.1, Chandler 27 Romeo.
And we had a TCAS alert. What is it with these TCAS alerts? These traffic advisories?
427 Romeo, Joshua approach, Roger,
No
Palmdale,
clue.
altimeter 3020.
And he wants me to send via the arrival. We have 60 miles to go to Meissen, so basically we have to lose 5,000 feet in 60 miles, so we're not going to start a descent quite yet, but we'll start it soon. And we've been flying for 20 minutes now. So if we look here at ILS for 26 left, I wanted to shoot the VOR approach, but the weather is not that good. It's marginal for a VOR. That sucks. I really wanted to do it 2,700 feet. And the minimums for the approach are 2,700 feet. And there isn't a localizer approach. I wanted to try something different.
Error 15118, contact Brown Tower
Yeah, whatever.
128.25.
See. So if we look here, 2,720 is the lowest we can descend. And if we don't see the runway, then we have to execute the missed approach. Yeah. And it's okay.
Bonanza 15118, Brown Tower.
Let's see here. We have the ILS for 26 left. Let's go ahead and download that. Okay, we'll go ahead and brief it now. We're not doing anything anyway, so might as well just brief that now. Why not? So the localizer is 111.5, and as a matter of fact, we're going to have to verify that Flight Simulator X is coinciding with that. I hope he doesn't kill me here because I'm going in the map. Make sure that 26 left is also 1. Aha, see, 111.75. See, uh-oh. I would have been chasing nothing. So the actual localizer frequency is 111.75 because this simulator is so outdated. So what we'll do here is, it's a good thing I checked that. That was a very good thing that I checked that. Because I would have been flying into the sunset, and that guy would have gotten pissed off at me. So 26 left is 111.75. And on my little trusty iPad here, I can actually write on the chart, which I will do.
Stack 22088, Gunner's Tower, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
So now it's X 111.75. Approach course is 259er, but see, because the simulator is outdated, the course is going to be, it's going to change here. I should have gotten the course. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I can only access the map while we're flying Las Vegas McCarran. Course is 255. So that's changed
Number
as well.
851 Tango Sierra, Santa Barbara clearance, cleared to Camarillo Airport. About 5 departure, San Marcos transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID.
Yep, that's what happens when you fly an
3000.
outdated simulator.
Squawk 3622.
So for whatever reason, I don't know why, but frequencies will change for navigation equipment. Don't know why, but they do. Now the course has changed because the magnetic alignment of the runways at Las Vegas have changed because magnetic variation is different now.
Gulfstream 13 November, contact Los Angeles Center.
That's the reason for that. But anyway.
35.5, 139.
So let's go ahead and set 255 here. You know what? We can always change it if he gives us a different runway, but for now, we're going to set 255 on the courses. Better to be
313 November, Los Angeles
ahead of the
Center,
game,
LA,
ahead of the airplane.
100.
And we're going to go ahead and set 111.75 here and just stand by.
Skyhawk 088,
Or
contact
we'll set it in the active. And then we're going to go ahead and set VOR 1 as 111.75 as well. There we go. So we have the approach. Oh, that's 117.75. 111.75.
Stack 22088, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5,000.
All right, so we have to lose 5,000 feet and 29 miles. So we should actually start a descent 15 miles out for a 3-degree glide slope because we take the 5, we multiply by 3, that's 15. We'll probably start a descent about 17 miles out by the time we reduce power and start the descent. We'll probably be within 15 miles. And just depending on our ground speed, we're going to say around 2,000 feet a minute is what we're going to need. So we'll start our descent in about 7 miles. So let's go ahead and do the descent checklist here. Pressurization is set to landing altitude, which is 2,180 feet, which rounds to 2,200. Recall will check. No, we're good there. Landing data. Let's go ahead and... It says at Las Vegas we're going to have 6,600 pounds of fuel when we land, so we'll go 6.7. And we're at 129,800, 129.9, 129,900.
118. Appears you've landed
No, I'm sorry. Correction, 129.8.
Right. Turn right at Charlie and taxi vehicle.
128.9 is what we are. So 128.9 plus 6.7 gives us 135,600 pounds. 135.6. That's going to give us a VREF of, for the flaps, 144 knots.
Skyhawk 088, turn left heading 080, join Victor 186 and resume on navigation.
Let's go ahead and start the descent.
We're 350 Kilo Tango, Burbank Tower. Runway 15, line up and wait.
And LA Center, Southwest 2282 is going to begin our descent via the Cape X6 arrival.
Southwest 2282, Los Angeles Center, roger. Challenger 27
All right,
Romeo, contact
we got
SoCal
2,000
approach
feet a minute, 280
134.2.
knots for now.
We're 350 Kilo Tango, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, we got to descend a little bit quicker than that. We should have started that descent a little bit earlier. No, we'll be fine.
427 Romeo, SoCal approach, roger, Burbank altimeter 3019er. Southwest 2282, contact LA Center 134.65.
134.65, Southwest 2282. Los Angeles Center, good evening, Southwest 2282, descent through flight level 264 via the Cape X6 arrival. Okay.
We're 626 Echo Delta, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha. Southwest 2282, Los Angeles Center, Vegas altimeter 3028.
3028, Southwest 2282, thanks. Alright, we're not going to cross Meissen at 24,000 feet, but oh well. We're going to be close. Should start that descent a little bit earlier. No big deal. Close enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and... where is my...
350 Kilo Tango, SoCal departure, radar
okay,
contact.
didn't save it. Save to files.
Number 0 Kilo Tango, climb and maintain 13,000.
KPEC. Alright, and then we got a Clara at 250 knots and 13,000, so we're going to have to continue to descend here.
Number 0 Kilo Tango, turn right direct tiller, resume the Rose to departure.
Okay, we're 40 miles out. We're at 24,000 feet, which means we got to lose 11,000 feet. Yeah, we can always use the, we'll cheat a little bit. No, it's not really cheating, but it says we're going to be at, if we descend at about 2,000 feet a minute, we should be fine here. And the thing is that we have a 37 knot tailwind, so that's not helping with descending to the point where we need to be. We're currently doing 270 knots. We may not need to speed brake the aircraft or deploy spoilers. Maybe okay. I like this view too. Okay, Clara at 250, 13,000, then KPEC at 13,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get the new weather for Las Vegas, because I believe there's a new, it's information mic, actually it's still information mic, and 3028 is the altimeter. So we're not going to listen to it, we just read it, so. 3028, and we have Mike. So when he asks, when we contact approach, we'll already have the weather. And passing through 18,000 feet, we're going to set 3028 here on the altimeter.
Challenger 27 Romeo, advise when you have Santa Monica Airport in sight.
You know, we're going to have to deploy spoilers just a bit. I can't see from this side. Here we go.
66 Echo Delta Santa Luis Tower, runway 29er, cleared for takeoff, left post traffic approved, report midfield downwind.
Alright, we're going to be passing through 18,000 feet here.
Challenger 427 Romeo, roger, radar service terminated, squawk 1200, and contact Santa Monica Tower 120.1.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and set 3028 on the altimeter.
Number 22088, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
Right, 3028 is set, both captain and first officer, and I've got them all coupled to each other, so it's kind of cheating. 3028 is set there as well.
133.2.
Alright, we got about 3,000 feet to lose.
Report 27 Romeo, Santa Monica Tower, roger, report 3 mile final, runway 21.
Let's open a new tab here. New tab.
SAC 22088 SoCal approach, roger, Ontario altimeter 3019er, quasi weather Chino.
Yeah, I mean the current weather at Vegas is we're still overcast at 2,700.
11,900 climbing 13.
Winds are coming from 010 at 8 knots.
Center, maintain level 280.
Up to flight level 280, November 350 Kilo Tango.
SCAC 088, expect visual approach, runway 26 right.
Cabin is a descent. So the descent checklist is done. And we're going to have to level off to bleed off the airspeed. We're still about 27 knots fast. But we're going to hit 13,000 feet before CLAR, and then that'll give us time to bleed off the airspeed by leveling the nose. So we got 111.75 in, both sides, captain and first officer, and 255 on the course. Even though we are landing 26 left,
Southwest 2282, contact Las Vegas approach 125.9er.
125.9er, Southwest 2282. Okay, let's go ahead and retract the speed brakes.
27 Romeo, runway 21, clear to land.
Las Vegas approach, good evening, Southwest 2282, descending through 13,600 via the Capex 6 arrival, and we have information, Mike.
Southwest 2282, Las Vegas approach, clear direct to iPumi, cross iPumi at 11,000, and descend via the Capex 6 arrival, expect ILS 26 left approach.
Okay, clear direct iPumi, cross iPumi at 11,000, and cleared for the ILS runway 26 left, expect the ILS 26 left approach, Southwest 2282.
Southwest 2282 after iPumi, descend via the Capex 6 arrival.
And we'll descend via the Capex 6 arrival after iPumi for Southwest 2282. Alright, so he wants me to cross iPumi at 11,000 after iPumi, descend via the Capex 6. Legs, we'll go iPumi, he wants me to go direct iPumi, let's go
Delta,
iPumi.
runway 29er, clear for the option.
Okay, and we're still bleeding the speed off, so we're going to go 11,000. And we're going to expect the ILS 26 left. We have 28 miles to iPumi. And there's the clouds. This is going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and brief the ILS 26 left here as we're descending, since we're going direct iPumi, and then he wants me to descend via the remainder of the Capex 6 after iPumi. So after iPumi, at iPumi we have to be 230 knots. So as a matter of fact, since we're gonna be at 11,000 feet before iPumi, as depicted here by the green arc. That's where we will be at 11,000 feet. The speed brakes are retracted. Let's go ahead and disarm them.
127.4.
So, and that's 230 knots, and at NIPSO at 9,000. So the 26 left, ILS 26 left. And we said 111.75, 255. We got both courses set. Minimums are going to be 200 feet.
Challenger T7 Army attacks with the ramp. Remain this frequency.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and set 200 feet for the minimums.
123 Mike Tango. Correct Bakersfield approach. Altimeter 3016.
200 feet on the first officer side, then we got to go 200 feet on the captain's side. Gonna go not barometric, but radio.
3 Mike Tango, there was no instruction. Altimeter 3016.
Alright, 200 foot set, and we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna maintain 250 knots for probably another 2 or 3 miles. Then we're gonna reduce speed to 230 as depicted on the chart. So approach course 255. The runway landing distance is 12,700 feet. And the minimums are 200 feet, which we have set. At Prino at 8,000, 6,500 at Lar Shand at 4,900. At final approach fix is Reelan at 3,800. Missed approach 33, climb to 3,100, then right turn to 7,000, direct Boulder City. Boulder City VOR is 116.7. Let's go ahead and reduce speed to 230 at this point. So we're going to go ahead and set Boulder City, which is 116.7, which we probably should check to see if the VOR frequencies change, but I think it is the same at Boulder City. Alright, we have 167 set in VOR 2, and that's the missed approach.
Expect Delta runway 29er clear for
and that's basically it. So we have briefed the approach. We'll go ahead and set tower. Las Vegas Tower is going to be 119.9er, so we're going to set that in the standby. .119er set. We have Ipumi in about 11 miles.
Number 313 November SoCal.
So we'll go ahead and we'll execute the ILS, but it'll be a raw data ILS approach. So we're going to get the flight directors off, and auto throttle is going to be off, and we're just going to manually fly the ILS. And as you can see, we are in the clouds now.
13 November, Roger. Expect the visual approach, and then just be prepared.
Yeah, the weather is marginal here at Las Vegas. Oh, but they don't have any rain. We're going to go ahead and set auto brakes to 3. We didn't set the auto brake for the descent checklist. Yep. Actually, we did the descent checklist. We just didn't finish it. Landing data set, which said 144 knots, is going to be our VREF today. Correction. Yeah, 144 plus 5, which is going to be 149er. Flaps 30. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do a flaps 4T landing today. So 137 plus 4. Which is going to be 141 knots. Can't see nothing.
Brave 51 Tango Sierra, runway 25, taxi via Bravo Alpha Golf.
Okay, so then at NIPSO, we're going to have to go to 9,000 feet. So we're going to go ahead and set 9,000 here in the MCP.
Skyhawk 088, Juneau Airport, 12 o'clock, 14 miles west of the sight.
228 is on in the cloud.
And that's Las Vegas over there.
088, Roger.
Which we're not going to see.
Cinnamon Bank 3000 to 208.
So auto brakes to 3. Well, we're going to stop pretty quickly here with the auto brake to 3, which is fine. Alright, we're turning now. Crossing over Ipumi. So we're in and out of the clouds here, but this is basically all cotton down here. Clouds. All right, descend to 9,000. And we're going to go ahead and reduce speed to 210. And actually, we don't have to be at 210 knots till sunsed, so we're going to maintain 230 knots.
6 Echo Delta, runway 29 clear to land.
Okay, we're going to have to speed brake again. Okay, passing through 10,000 feet. Let's get all the landing lights on. Taxi lights, engine start switch is going to go to continuous. That's flight D10 there. We can't go any farther than that. You know what? We're going to get the auto throttle off. And we're going to go ahead and descend to 8,000 feet now at this point.
Brave 51 to go Sierra Sandbar Tower, runway 25.
Alright, we still have the speed brakes out, or extended. Alright, so just trying to bleed the airspeed off. We're still doing 220 knots. And then after sensed, Kimmy at 8,000 and 210 knots. So we're just going to level off at sensed. And we're probably going to go flaps 1 here fairly soon. Let's go ahead and retract the speed brakes. We're fine here.
Six Echo Delta taxi ramp via Alpha. Remain this frequency. I've updated you for a pass on the Cat 3.
Okay, we're at 210 knots, 8,000 feet. And then at Chips, we got to be at 8,000 feet and 170 knots. So we're just going to maintain flaps up speed right now.
Flight conditions.
220 is out of the clouds now and maybe do the visual approach.
Scott 088, Roger, airport, 12 o'clock, 7 miles.
Right, so basically a raw data ILS approach is one that's done manually. We're not going to use the autopilot. Flight directors come off, auto throttle comes off, and it's going to be
Scott
manually
088,
flown.
Visual approach, runway 26
Once
right.
we are cleared for the ILS, we're just going to go ahead and get the auto throttles off.
Right.
We're going to go ahead and see if we can
Southwest 2282,
identify the Morse. It said maintain 6,000 Southwest 2282.
3 Mike Tango. Remember 123 Mike Tango. Or 1 Tango Sierra, contact departure.
Okay. Speed check, flaps 1.
November 313, November contact SoCal 128.1.
Sierra 1,704, 3,000.
Say again for 1-3, bro.
November 851 Tango Sierra, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
And the other problem too is this Morse that we're getting
contact SoCal approach,
may not be the
128.1.
correct. Oh, we'll see.
128.1, 1-3.
Southwest 2281 at 6,000, reduced speed of 180 or less.
At 6,000, reduced speed to 180 or less, Southwest 2282.
November 123 Mike Tango.
He says 2281. Alright, so he says he wants me to go 180 or less. You know what? Let's go ahead and go flaps 5 then. Speed check. Flaps 5.
SoCal approach, Gulfstream November 313 November, level 5000.
November 3 Mike Tango Roger Squawk 3161.
All right.
313 November SoCal approach Roger, expect ILS 20 right approach.
Expect ILS 20 right approach.
Skyhawk 088 contact Chino Tower 118.5.
Contact tower 118.52208.
All right. Well, the localizer
282, turn
more
left heading 350.
left heading 350, Southwest 2282. Okay, so 350.
Skyhawk 22088 Chino Tower runway 26 right, clear to land.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the flight directors off. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the autopilot off, so my controls. Okay, there's 6,000 feet, so we're going to go ahead and get the nose up a bit. And 180 knots or less. We're going to maintain about 180 knots. We're going to contain flaps 5 maneuvering speed for now.
Southwest 2282, 6 miles from Shan, turn left heading 280, maintain 5,000 to establish clear ILS runway 26 left approach.
Okay, left heading 280, maintain 5,000 till established, cleared ILS 26 left approach, Southwest 2282. Okay, so 280, and he says we're 5 miles from Shan. Shan are about 4,900.
Gulfstream 13 November, flighting 020, vectors ILS approach.
Okay. We're a little bit below the glide slope, so we're gonna wait just a bit here. We're gonna continue that left-hand turn to 280. And we're waiting for that localizer. There's the localizer. Localizer's alive. Okay, we'll just maintain about flaps 5 maneuvering speed there. Okay, we're a little bit to the right of course. So basically the needle goes left, means we're right of course, we gotta go left. If the needle goes up, it means we're low, we gotta not descend.
Southwest 2282, contact Las Vegas Tower 119.9.
119.9 or Southwest 2282. Okay, we do have visual conditions, but we are flying the ILS, so...
Gulfstream 13 November, descend and maintain 4,000.
You know what, we're going to go speed check, gear down. It's flaps 15. Las Vegas Tower, good evening, Southwest 2282, ILS 26 left.
Southwest 2282, Las Vegas Tower, wind 36088, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 26 left, Southwest 2282. Alright, so we're flaps 15 currently. Okay, speed check, flaps 30.
2,500.
That's 2,500 feet above the ground. And we said VREF today is 141. We're going to be doing a flaps 40 landing. Trying to maintain reference of our localizer and glide slope here. Speed check, flaps 40.
3 Mike Tango, roger.
So we're going to maintain 141 knots.
Maintain 5,000.
Okay, we're a little bit low.
Three Mike Tango, roger. Turn right heading 200.
Okay, before landing, checklist. Engine start switches to continuous. Speed brake is armed. Auto brake set. Landing gears down. Flaps 40. Green light. Clear to land. Before landing, checklist complete. Okay, we do have visual confirmation of the runway, even though we are flying the ILS, but that's okay. We'll continue to fly the ILS accordingly. We're a little bit fast here. Thousand feet stable.
The 350 Kilo Tango, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Small adjustments. The closer you get, the more sensitive the needles get, so you're going to make very, very small adjustments. Speed is good. We've nailed the airspeed.
123 Mike Tango, expect the visual approach runway 30 right. Bakersfield Airport is your 3 o'clock to 10 miles, positive inside. Mike Tango Airport, 3 o'clock.
Okay, 200 feet is our minimums.
Gulfstream 13 November, turn
100
right
above. Runways in sight. Landing. 100 feet.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, speed brakes up, reverse.
Gulfstream 13 November, 8 miles from Lemon, turn right heading 170, maintain 3,000.
Decelerating.
Per hour from 20 at approach.
100 knots. 80 knots. And we're going to have to use the next turn off, which I don't think is a high speed. 60 knots. Manual braking. Get the auto brake off. Welcome to Vegas.
Mike Tango, descend and maintain 3,000.
Okay, wow. That wasn't too bad. Woo!
We're 1671 Quebec, Sunlands ground.
East hangars, left PFR departure. East.
Alright, retract the speed brakes.
We have Charlie.
And strobe lights can come off. We're going to go steady. And we're clear of 26 left then.
Southwest 2282, cross runway 26 right at Alpha 6, taxi via Bravo to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Okay, cross runway 26 right at Alpha 6, and then remain this frequency, Southwest 2282. Okay, where's Alpha 6? Alpha 6.
Skyhawk 088, taxi via Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Taxi via Alpha,
Alpha 6 is probably just straight ahead of us here. I don't even know where we turned off from. I should have known. I think that is Alpha 6 right there, and he wants me to cross. There we are. Okay, perfect. Alright, we're going to get the flaps up.
3 Mike Tango, turn right, heading
get the landing lights off. Taxi lights are on, engine start switches can come off. And we'll make sure that nobody's taken off. Right is clear, and left is clear. Not too bad, not too shabby.
Number 851 Tango Sierra, contact point Magoo approach 124.7.
We had 6,600 pounds of fuel, exactly what the progress page said we would have on the FMC. We should expedite.
851 Tango Sierra, point Magoo approach.
Expedite our crossing of the runway. We're going to go ahead and just get out of the Pilotedge client. We don't need that anymore. Make sure it logged out. No, it didn't log out. Exit. There we go. Alright, we're going to go to the Delta gates here, which is down this way. Down yonder. We're just gonna find any old gate. It doesn't matter. Wasn't too bad, but I don't think that the weather is accurate because it said it was overcast at 2,700, and we broke out at about 6,500 feet or so. So, yeah, who knows? That was fun, though. Okay, landing shut down, fuel pumps come off. We're not going to do all that. We're just going to park it and call it a night. Park her and call her a night. I think the next flight we'll do is we'll go to San Diego. We'll do Las Vegas to San Diego. It's been a while since I've flown into San Diego. This gate will do. Perfect. No, don't stop yet. Thank you for the follow, Tiki Air. I don't know if you're still watching, but thank you for the follow. I said that twice. Tiki. I like that name. Right there. Perfect. Alright, we're going to go ahead and set the parking brake. Parking brake is set, and we should have gotten the APU on, but we didn't. You know what? No big deal. Well, now I got 6 viewers again. Right when I ended the flight. Well, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Found it informative or not. Stay tuned for more. Next flight we'll do will be from Las Vegas to San Diego. May or may not be in the 737-800. We might just fly X-Plane 11 and fly the 737-200. Who knows? But just look for updates on my channel. Fly safe, have fun, and we'll see you next time.